Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how you can create breakout rooms using VideoSDK. So the idea is very simple. We're going to create an application where participants are joining with different roles. So this is one usual representation of what I'm talking about. Let's say participant P1 is host. So we have given host permission to create a room within an existing session. We are not creating a separate meeting. We are creating a room within an existing room, or we can say a small segment of existing meeting. So this is the breakout room where host has permission to invite another participant. To follow along, you need basic knowledge of React, a valid VideoSDK token, so that you can start this session. So to generate your VideoSDK token, you can head over to app.videoticket.live. There, in API keys, you can simply click this key icon and generate your authentication token after selecting this expiry date. And make sure to save it somewhere safe place, because this is the only time you will see your authentication token. Now moving on to our application here in environment file, you can simply add your VideoSDK or token. So if you look at this API.js file, this is the API.js file. Here, I'm making a post request to room standpoint of VideoSDK so that I can generate a room ID. The foundation of our breakout room, simply the foundation of our breakout room's implementation, is context provider that manages all the room states. So if you look at breakout room context provider, you will see we are managing an array of breakout rooms, each room with unique ID, name, and list of participant that are invited by host. So the function is to add and remove participant, and the magic happened through VideoSDK pub search feature. If you are not familiar with public subscribe feature, you can navigate to documentation of VideoSDK here in guide, for actually, this feature is implemented in all the SDK. So this is a collaborative feature that help in sharing or broadcasting a message. For example, if I move to React documentation, here in React documentation in audio and video calling, in collaboration and meeting, there you will find this PubSub feature. With the help of PubSub, you can create one common topic, and then you can send and receive messages to this topic. And PubSub is utilized to create different breakout rooms. So what we are doing, we are not actually creating different meetings. We are creating different rooms with the help of PubSub, and we are making use of selective rendering. So if you want me to put everything in perspective, there you can see we created a breakout topic, and there we are receiving messages. Here we are adding a room. Also we are inviting we can delete a room. We can add a participant, and we can remove a participant. So this is our main context provider, and based on changes to this context provider, state of our application changes. Now let's examine how we handle participants in different rooms with these two components. So we have in this meeting folder, we have these two component invisible participant.js and participant view.js. So in invisible participant.js, what we do, we actually poses the stream for participant who are not in current user's breakdown room. For example, let's say there is a participant 5, so we don't want each stream to be shared with all the participant who are in this breakout room. That's why we created this invisible participant component. And next we have this participant view.js component. So this component handles displaying participants who are in the room. So who are in the same room for their rendering. We created this component. So this selective rendering creates the isolated effect needed for separate breakout rooms without actually disconnecting anyone from the main meeting. Now let's look at the final component, which is the entire structure of our app, how it is working. So we have one meeting view component. So whenever someone joins this meeting, the view which is visible to them is that meeting view component. So there are three possible ways we can create a new meeting. We can join as audience. We can join as host. So first, let's create a meeting quickly. I'll provide my name, and I'll create this meeting. As you can see, this is the interface of Breakout Room, and whoever joins as a host, he will be able to create Breakout Room. For example, here I joined as host, so I can create a Breakout Room. Now let's join another participant. As you can see, audience cannot see this Breakout Room interface. If we select this input, there we can invite another participant as well. And this is how we can create a room. If you want to get started with this project, I have already included the GitHub repository link in description. There you just have to clone this project, then you have to add VideoSDK token here in the stored env file. So you have to create the stored env file, and then you have to add this token. And then you can run this application on port 3000.